welcome to Let's Talk DeKalb. I'm your host, Diamond Lewis. For this edition of LTD, we're at the beautiful Porter Sanford III Performing Arts and Community Center, focusing on summer and National Park and Recreation Month. Throughout this show, we'll be highlighting DeKalb County's Department of Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs, which touches so many places and so many people. Director Chuck Ellis and Division Manager David Manuel will join us to talk about many exciting events and offerings at our parks, trails, recreation centers, senior centers, performing arts centers, and so much more. We're also highlighting a few other fun activities, like some of our unique trail connections and fun activities that engage all ages. And we'll be talking about a recent freshwater fishing adventure where it was the guys' turn to bond in the great outdoors. There are so many opportunities in DeKalb County to appreciate nature, exercise, socialize, and have fun, and we'll be talking about them all. Plus, we'll check in throughout the show with our new roving reporter, Jennifer Rice, to get a scoop on some of the best spots to check out right here in DeKalb County. So stay with us. We're just getting started on this special Parks and Rec edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. Welcome back to our Parks and Recreation edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. I'm Diamond Lewis at the beautiful Porter Sanford III Performing Arts and Community Center in Decatur. Across the country, people often seek out parks and recreation facilities to explore nature and connect with friends and neighbors within their community. These amenities impact us in a number of ways. Joining us now to highlight some of DeKalb's wonderful offerings is the Director of Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs, Mr. Chuck Ellis, as well as Division Manager David Manuel. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, as I just mentioned, we're here at Porter Sanford, which is simply beautiful. Talk to us about Porter Sanford and how it really is a crown jewel of our offerings here at DeKalb County.
Well, we're excited this year. We're celebrating our 10-year anniversary of bringing you the best of what culture is all about. And so we started off the year with so many programs, so many community forums, just so much entertainment for our community. So this year is a special year for us.
Now, the department title, Mr. Ellis, is Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs.
Correct.
And oftentimes, people think Parks and Rec. They forget about the cultural affairs. This center is one example, but we also partner with others as well. Talk to us about that.
Right. We partner with Commonwealth, and there's many arts and crafts programming that they have there that you can join and go to their site and they can help you with. We also partner with Sproul, and also with Art Station out at Stone Mountain.
That's wonderful. And it's all about connecting the people of DeKalb County with the arts community, correct?
That's right. I mean, it's exciting when you can partner and cross-promote all the happenings that's happening in our county. We look forward to that partnership, continuing that partnership as we celebrate 10 years and more.
Now, we've seen some pretty big names on the stage right here at Porter Sanford, but we also have so many programs where young people get to explore the arts. In fact, we just cleared the stage with one of the camps here going on this summer. So talk to us about some of the summer offerings that our young people actually take advantage of.
Well, we're excited because this year we have two great summer camps. We have How Big Is Your Dream, and we also have Camp Spotlight. Both of these camps are real about celebrating the arts, entertainment, performances, discipline, all those things that you see in a production. And so we're excited to partner with Step Stewart, who's a regular on the Dr. Oz show, as well as Jay Fly, who plays for some of the biggest names in the entertainment business. But we have them here, right here in Decatur.
Now, I have to be honest with you, Mr. Ellis. I may have dabbled a little bit in acting as well, and so I've taken part in some of your year-round programs with the Premier Actors Network. So thank you all so much for what you're doing here.
Yeah, we're really happy to offer that. And I think it's a great opportunity for the community to get their feet wet into acting and to the performing arts.
Now, DeKalb County has a massive parks and recreation system. Talk to me about the number of parks and recreation centers we have here in DeKalb.
Well, we have 114 parks, which is a really large number, with approximately 6,500 acres. So as you can imagine, that's quite a bit. The majority of that is located at Arabia Mountain.
Wow.
And if you've not been there, that's a place you have to go. Anyone that lives in this region should go there. It's spectacular. It really is. You have the granite gnome there that you go up there. It's very much like the Stone Mountain and the Panola Mountain. It's one of the three big mountains there, but it's absolutely beautiful.
Now, certainly it's beautiful for every single day, but you all do an awesome job of bringing the community out to these venues and these locations. For instance, you just recently had for Father's Day, the children were able to go out and fish with their fathers. Right. It was an incredible program, simply beautiful. Talk to about the connecting families through our Parks Department.
That really is a big part of it, is connect people and also to get them to come out and participate in the nature. Part of that, the fishing program was also to walk to it and make a trail. So we're trying to get people to enjoy the park, get out to see what we have, what's out there to offer.
Now, recently we also enhanced our Park Rangers program, which many people probably don't even know about. Talk to us about that.
Well, we wanted to have several factors that we wanted to cover here. One, security. We also wanted to have extra eyes and ears if there's maintenance repairs and those types of things. And little items that come up that maybe hasn't risen to the police level, but yet we want to take care of in-house. So it's really been very beneficial for us. One of the big problems we have is illegal dumping in all of this area, not just DeKalb and Decatur and so just everywhere around. Illegal dumping is really bad. We are very successful already just catching people dumping in our parks. It's very costly. So it's tax money dollars that could be going for programming or something else for the cleanup.
Now, certainly we have a lot of creative offerings through our Parks and Recreation Department, but we also have a lot of the traditional offerings, such as youth sports. Talk to us about your youth sports program here in DeKalb.
Well, we offer traditional youth sports like you would think any community should, and we do, with the baseball, kickball, soccer, football, and we're pretty proud of those programs. But we wouldn't be successful if we didn't partner with 14 athletic associations that help us put these on across the county. But we also do a lot of in-house sports. You know, track and field is really big at DeKalb County, and last year we brought home, I believe, 135 trophies. So when DeKalb County comes to one of the meets, they know that they've got some competition. So we're really proud of that. But there's also pickleball is sort of an upcoming sport you may have heard about.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and also the older groups are starting to pick that up. It's a little easier than maybe tennis, but yet it keeps them active. And then kickball and pretty much any sport you could think of. We pretty much have it here in DeKalb County.
Now, that's the competition of our young people here in DeKalb County. But equally competitive, if not more, are the senior citizens here in DeKalb. Talk to us about the prime event you also host every year here in DeKalb, and that is the Senior Olympics.
Well, first of all, we love our seniors in DeKalb County. They're so competitive that we're thinking about changing the name to the Senior Games. So this year, we invited them to participate in Wii bowling, swimming, billiard, just so many other activities for our seniors. It was awesome and amazing, and we look forward to doing this every year.
That's wonderful. Now, you also had a talent show of some sort right here on the stage. It got kind of competitive, didn't it?
We always have a talent show. It's always competitive. This year, we celebrate our oldest senior was 87 years old, and our youngest is 50. So we're looking forward to you joining us next year and being a part of Senior Olympics.
Thanks a lot for that, David. I'll join you, and I'll make sure I win, even though I am clearly decades too young.
Of course.
And we'll continue our conversation a little later on in the show. Now it's time to go to check in with roving reporter Jennifer Rice. Jennifer is joining our LTD team from a few different places to highlight even more treasures in DeKalb County. Her first stop, Little Creek Horse Farm. And they're not horsing around when it comes to having fun and educating the community. Jennifer?
That's right, Diamond. I'm here at Little Creek Horse Farm, and although there's a long waiting list, children 8 and up can get a trot ahead with horse riding lessons by on-site instructors. They also offer therapy sessions through their Stride Ahead program for children, adults, and veterans. All right, I'm here with Ann Preston, who is the director of Stride Ahead. Can you tell me a little bit more about you guys' program you have here at Little Creek Horse Farm?
Sure. So Stride Ahead is an equine-assisted therapy program. We have several programs where we have our students have physical or neurological disabilities, and being on a horse helps them get better and helps them get stronger and more confident. A separate program where they aren't on the horse, but working with the horse on the ground, we work with a mental health professional, and that's called equine-assisted psychotherapy. So that's the one where we work with veterans and kids at risk and first responders and people with trauma.
And how do you go about training the horses for these programs? Like, how do they get prepared?
Well, that's a great question, because this big guy is fairly new. He used to be a carriage horse, and so now he's learning how to be a therapy horse. So we take it very slow and make sure that he's comfortable with like where you're standing right now,
Right.
and having people on either side of him to help support a rider. So we spend a lot of time getting him just accustomed to weird movement and weird noises until he thinks that's just ho-hum, no big deal. We're real excited about his future as a therapy horse.
All right. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Now, I'm also here with Tamara. Tamara, tell us a little bit about your role at Little Creek Horse Farm.
Oh, sure, you bet. I am the president of the Little Creek Farm Conservancy, and I'm also an instructor with Atlanta Riding Academy here at the park.
All right, and you guys also have other programs that are going on in the community. Can you tell us a little bit about those, what you have upcoming?
Oh, sure, you bet. Well, we're really excited for our annual Horse Fest, September 21st from noon to 4, and it's our largest fundraising event of the year.
Wow.
And we get approximately about 1,000 people, and we definitely want to encourage everyone to come and learn about the park on that day and see the horses. We'll have horse demonstrations, food, fun. The Conservancy is definitely working on increasing safe and accessible ways for the community to come enjoy the park, and one of them is we have a hands-on horses tour program. Folks can come and participate in learning about horses, learning about the history of the farm, arts and crafts, painting horseshoes. It's super fun, and you can learn about that by going to our website, littlecreekfarmconservancy.org.
What can parents expect when bringing their kids to Little Creek Horse Farm?
Currently, we ask people to be very safe, being aware that they're around large 1,000-pound animals. We do have this wonderful sunset pavilion where we direct a lot of people to come sit, enjoy the view, and it's a safe and wonderful way to enjoy the park. And this pavilion has a special place in my heart. We worked long and hard to get it implemented for the community to use, and this is an example of what the Conservancy does through fundraising and donations and grants.
All right, that's it for us cowboys and cowgirls at Little Creek Horse Farm. And don't forget, Horse Fest is September 21st from noon to 4 p.m. Jennifer Rice, roving reporter. Back to you, Diamond.
Thanks again, Jennifer. We'll check back in with you a little later on in the show. Much more still to come on this special Parks and Recreation Let's Talk DeKalb edition, including more of my interview with Chuck Ellis and David Manuel. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. Welcome back to Let's Talk DeKalb, our Parks and Rec edition. I'm your host, Diamond Lewis. We're showcasing DeKalb's wonderful Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department with the Porter Sanford Performing Arts Center as our backdrop. This center is one of the county's best places to experience some good vibes. Another great place to recharge your batteries is the great outdoors. DCTV's Crystal Thomas has this story on an amazing path to quality living through a new trail connection. Crystal?
Thanks, Diamond. That's right. The DeKalb County Parks Department has certainly been busy, from new trails, new parks, and new libraries. Now, speaking of parks, I'm here at Claremont Place. This was the site just last year around this time of a new trail connection. Let's take a look back at the ribbon cutting for the trail connection, as well as what residents have been up to since then.
1, 2, 3.
Residents at Claremont Place have certainly been enjoying the South Peachtree Creek Emery Connection Trail in Decatur. DeKalb County and the Path Foundation partnered together and developed the connection leading through Mason Mill Park all the way to the Emory University campus.
We've waited a long time for this to be open. We've been sneaking in a little bit, and so it's nice for it to officially be open. I walk the path from Medlock Park to North Druid Hills every day.
Residents have been looking forward to this trail, and work has been done as early as 2008. Residents came out to join DeKalb County officials, park staff, and Path Foundation representatives at the ribbon cutting ceremony.
Once we get out and see how these trails shortcut distances for us in all different areas, it's truly amazing.
This trail cost about $700,000 to build. So I want to thank the PATH donors and the PATH Board of Directors, and about $100,000 of it came from concrete that was donated by the DeKalb County Commissioners, so I want to thank them as well.
We connect communities through people, parks, and programs. And this is just another example of how that is done.
Walking, biking, running, enjoying nature, or safely getting to work and activities through this amazing trail has certainly improved the quality of life for Claremont Place residents and nearby communities.
The lake, the scenery, and then location, location, location. That's hard to beat. But somehow Path Foundation in DeKalb County made what's great even better.
The South Peachtree Creek Trail joins the Emory University campus with Claremont Heights, Medlock Park, Mason Mill Park, and Leafmore neighborhoods.
We provided materials so that we could cut down the cost to the donations of the Path Foundation to make this happen. So it's a good partnership.
The Path Foundation has partnered with DeKalb County on many park projects, helping to make DeKalb a more vibrant and charming place for our residents.
This adds a whole new dimension when it comes to being able to connect these very comfortable suburban neighborhoods to the destinations that people want to go to.
The Path Foundation provides staff and sometimes even funding to assist in planning, designing, building, and maintaining trail projects.
It's a win-win all the way around. And with this gazebo, we actually have a drawing every week. People put their name in, and if they're a winner, they get to have dinner on the gazebo with 3 guests. So it's quite a perk for our little community. We have family who live back in the neighborhood who can now walk to visit their resident family members here. It's just wonderful.
For more information about the DeKalb Parks Department, visit DeKalbCountyGA.gov/parks.
Now, Claremont Place is certainly a vibrant community, and the South Peachtree Creek Emory Connection Trail has not only enhanced the quality of life here for its residents, but for anyone in DeKalb County who chooses to use this trail connection. I've certainly been enjoying it myself. Crystal Thomas, Let's Talk DeKalb.
Thanks, Crystal. What a great excuse to get out of the house to get some great fresh air. School's out, and it's a good time to be alive if you're a kid, but if you're a parent, it's a full-time job. Roving reporter Jennifer Rice is back again, this time bringing the summer heat by spotlighting some of DeKalb's out-of-the-box summer camps and activities. Jennifer?
Thanks, Diamond. I'm roving reporter Jennifer Rice with Let's Talk DeKalb, and the children here at Camp Superstars are definitely getting the VIP experience when it comes to summer camps. Joining me now is Camp Counselor Ann. Can you tell us a little bit about all the amazing things you guys do here?
Well, the kids really have a lot of fun here. We have camp from June 3rd to July 26th. We here at the water park 3 days a week. We got field trips every week. We got socials every week. We do a lot.
Y'all doing it all. I love it, I love it, I love it. And also joining me now is my friend Rashad. Rashad, can you tell me a little bit about your favorite thing about Camp Superstars?
I actually like swimming, but the socials and the field trips are definitely a bonus.
Yeah. All right. We're going to get to the good stuff. Don't go anywhere because you can join me next at Midway Pool. I'm Jennifer Rice, roving reporter with Let's Talk DeKalb.
Thanks, Jennifer. Another great experience through DeKalb's Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department, especially important to some of our younger residents. Stick around. We have much more as we highlight DeKalb County's Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department on this special edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs Special Edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. I'm Diamond Lewis, reporting again from the beautiful Porter Sanford III Performing Arts and Community Center. Joining us again is Mr. Chuck Ellis. He's our Director of the Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department, and David Manuel, who's a Division Manager. Thank you again for sticking around with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we've been showing you some of the wonderful treasures of our Parks Department, but now I want to talk about how those will only be enhanced. Talk to us about the SPLOST funding and how that's going to help give us a shot in the arm here in our Parks Department.
Well, we're really fortunate in the Parks Department that we are receiving a recipient of $37.5 million of those dollars. So very, very much needed for deferred maintenance that hasn't happened through the many years in the past. So we're going to be doing like new playgrounds, to replace playgrounds, not new ones, but to replace them. Replacing picnic shelters, roofs on buildings, all those things that you think, that after years of wear and tear need to be replaced. So it's pretty exciting. We're also, it's a very significant contribution to bringing Sugar Creek back.
Wow.
So we can put the sugar back in Sugar Creek, is the way we're saying it. So anyway, hopefully we'll have that golf course open this fall. And we're excited about that. But this SPOS funding has really provided many opportunities that we may not have had previously.
That's wonderful. And then, again, you can get outside and do a little golfing, but there are all types of programs offered through your Parks Department. Talk to me about the Kites Over DeKalb program. Now, I'll tell you, this is my first time trying to fly a kite. I wasn't successful, but it was a whole lot of fun. Talk to me about that event.
Well, this is our first time doing Kites Over DeKalb. We did it in April at Wade Walker Park, and we had over 1,900 people to RSVP for this event. It was great to see all families coming out to really learn how to fly a kite for the first time, and some that remember when they was 10 and 11 what it's like to fly a kite. So it was just an awesome event, DJ, entertainment. It was our department at its best.
That's awesome.
It's truly an all-age event, which made it real exciting for us to put on.
Now, you've also partnered with our DeKalb Board of Health. Talk to me about the Park RX program.
Yeah, it's actually a national day that we put on, and we partnered to put on to bring the benefits of health and being in a park and what it really means to your health. To get out and exercise for blood pressure, obesity, all those things, diabetes. So we just really wanted to highlight getting in the park, being active, and staying healthy.
Now, you're being modest because we shot a super cool PSA with you and Dr. Ford.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And we're going to make sure we show some of the outtakes on this show. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We wouldn't do that to you. Now, talk to me about the summer food program. That's obviously something that's really important for our young people because some young people don't have 3 square meals a day. So talk to us about that.
We're really proud of that program, and we're very happy to be sponsoring it and promote it in the community. Last year, we served approximately 155,000 meals. That's significant. Wow. And as you know, we have breakfast and then nutritious breakfast and lunch. And then we also offering a snack. So a lot of kids who may not have some 3 meals a day will at least get 2 with us. So we think without being good nutrition in your system and being fed properly, other things don't fall in place. So we want to make sure that we contribute and help with that.
That's incredible. Now, again, we've talked about the recreation, the parks, and the cultural affairs. You guys are doing so much. How can our viewers keep up with what's available to them right in their own backyard?
Well, we have newsletters. You can check us out at the website or just come by the Port of Sanford Performing Arts Center to see the happenings that we have here. But come by any recreation center, any golf course, any tennis course, and find out what's going on in our department. Every day is a new day in DeKalb County, and we're just excited to be part of that.
Once again, thanks so much, gentlemen. Now it's time for our final check-in with roving reporter Jennifer Rice, who's diving into what DeKalb has to offer in the way of swim lessons. Jennifer, how's the water?
Well, Diamond, the water here is a little bit chilly, but at Midway Pool and 3 other DeKalb Pool locations, you can take swim lessons. And the children here are definitely getting back in the swim of things. I'm here with pool instructor and manager, Tony. Tony, can you tell me a little bit about the safety precautions you guys take and some of the foundations you cover in your lessons?
Yes, the safety precautions that we take is to ensure that the parents letting their swimmers know how to be safe in and out of the water, learning how to kick, learning how to scoop and blow bubbles and things like that, and to take it far and beyond so that they're strong swimmers and maybe one day become a lifeguard for DeKalb County.
Hey, do it! And I'm also here with my friends. I'm Jennifer Rice, roving reporter with 1, 2, 3, Let's Talk DeKalb!
Thanks, Jennifer. What a way to make a splash on our show. We look forward to seeing you again next time. More to come on this special edition of Parks and Recreation right here on Let's Talk DeKalb, right after this. Welcome back to Let's Talk DeKalb. I'm Diamond Lewis at the Porter Sanford Performing Arts Center, where this edition of LTD focuses on parks and recreation. Throughout this special edition of LTD, we've shared some of the diverse offerings from DeKalb's Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department. We have this report now from DCTV's Aviva Hoffman on one more park activity that's pretty unique, freshwater fishing. Let's check out Aviva.
A recent event hosted by DeKalb's Recreation Parks and Cultural Affairs Department has some of our younger residents hooked on fishing. It was a perfect day for some outdoor fun, where participants hiked for about a mile at Arabian Mountain to reach this idyllic fishing hole. And it was a perfect way for some of these dads to spend Father's Day and perhaps start a regular weekend habit with their kids.
I do recommend it for fathers, if you still can, to come out and check it out. And this is our first time, but I do think this they have other recreation things, and it's a free event, so you can spend time with family and have fun.
This is about making memories, is what it is more than anything. And these are things that your kids will remember. They won't remember all the expensive things you got them, or they'll remember things like this. It didn't cost anything, and you spent time. And you can't get back time when it comes to your children.
This event, in its second year, welcomed participants of all ages and all experience levels to jump right in to some freshwater fishing.
He's a fisherman, man. Yeah. It's just good to be out in nature. I retired 10 years ago, so me and my son is trying to get back into fishing. So me and him go around to different lakes and trying. We haven't caught anything yet, but we still hopeful that we will catch some in the future. So I think I got some, but I think it's just a little seaweed.
It's so peaceful, it is. And it gives you a chance to get away from the hustle and bustle of this life. Just gives you some time to get a little peace and quiet. You can't be all twisted up here or you'll never cast.
My daughter decided to take me out on this adventure, and I am enjoying myself today. On this lovely day. This is a great place to bring in your family and friends and enjoy yourself.
This activity is definitely making a splash here in DeKalb County. If you want to see for yourself how a bad day of fishing is still better than a good day doing anything else, well, every Sunday in July, the good folks at Arabian Mountain are hosting self-guided fishing, where you can check in, get some loaner gear, a fishing map, and return the gear after you're done. More details are online at arabiaalliance.org. Aviva Hoffman, Let's Talk DeKalb.
Thanks so much, Aviva, for that great outdoor fun. That looked amazing. Now, we hope you enjoyed this Parks and Recreation edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. If you want to find out more about some of the places or services we've talked about, be sure to check out these websites and information where we're sharing all the information you'll need to do just that. DeKalb's Recreation, Parks and Cultural Affairs Department can be found online at the county's homepage. Go to DeKalbCountyGA.gov and look for the department under the department link. You can also call the main number for Recreation, Parks and Cultural Affairs at 404-371-2711. You'll find the Porter Sanford III Performing Arts and Community Center online on the DeKalb County webpage under the Recreation, Parks and Cultural Affairs Department website. Go there to learn more about upcoming events and all the services offered through the center. You can reach the Porter Sanford Center by phone at 404-687-2731. Also, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this show and all of our other DCTV programming. You can send us an email at dctv@DeKalbCountyGA.gov. And don't forget to stay connected to DeKalb County through our social media channels, and also get exclusive access to additional DCTV videos on our sites. And for the latest on DeKalb County news, visit us online at DCTV-channel23.tv, or just give us a call at 404-371-2989. Well, I'm Diamond Lewis, and I hope you've enjoyed this special Parks and Recreation edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. I certainly have, and I'll see you next time.